car with my kids. I'm sorry I'm yelling, but God is amazing. And we're on the way to the doctors or whatever, and the kids are like, Mom, I'm hungry. Like, can we go get some food? And I'm like, I'm sorry, like, I only got $15. But something tell me, like, check your car. Hey, Pookie Bears. So right now, the economy is basically saying that $20 an hour is livable, or $22 an hour is livable. I do not agree. We need more.
I'm like, y'all don't realize that stores is panicking because we are not coming in to shop. They saying we spending more money. We spending more money on gas and food. Stuff that we cannot afford not to pay for. Like, but the amount of Americans that just walk on through their day-to-day and act like they don't know anything that's going on. And, it's not going to affect me. I'm going to be okay. And I'm like, child, it's definitely going to affect you. By the end of midterms, that's when they're going to release hell on us.
And the world can say whatever the fuck they want to about my generation. But one thing about us, we gonna get us some money. And it ain't coming from us being slaves on these folks' jobs. Y'all love to call us lazy, unemployed, and all that. But y'all can't never say we broke. Y'all can't never say we ain't getting to the motherfucking money. No, we not doing all that extra shit at no job that's paying everybody the same motherfucking much. What the fuck? I'm doing a bare minimum to get the same check as the next motherfucker, or probably even more. Y'all be hating that we telling these jobs, no, I'm not doing all that, not doing this, not doing all that. No. This is not the 90s, baby. No, we're not doing all that. Up that pay raise. Up that pay raise and now think about it. One thing about this generation, we're going to get us some money. And y'all love to call us lazy. No. Yeah, hell yeah, I'm going on vacation. Hell yeah, I don't give a fuck about no PTO. FMLA is real, baby. Use it. Yeah, I don't care about being the most, she come to work every day. No. Congratulations. You're a slave. Hello.
Okay, I'm going to show you guys the job market right now because I am irate, to say the least. Okay, I applied to this job, cast and crew. I am more than qualified for this job. I applied 12:47. Okay, it is 12:53, 5 minutes ago, 12:47. 20 seconds later at 12:47, I get, hey, thanks for applying, but we're moving on with somebody else. You're denying my application in 20 seconds? 20 seconds? That is insulting. Honestly, because it's one thing if you deny my application after a week or two, because that's the assumption that you looked at it, I wasn't a good fit, whatever. But in 20 seconds, it means one, that these ATS, AI bots or whatever with my application just saw it and denied it automatically, didn't even give me a chance. Or two, this position is already filled and they just have it up for legal reasons. Either way, I spent time and effort tailoring my resume to this job that I'm more than qualified for. Mind you, this is not like a pipe dream job. This is a job that I'm more than qualified for. And I was denied in 20 seconds. This is not the first time this has happened. And I've been looking for a full-time job for over a year. And I have not been able to get one. So, yeah, I'm done.
The job market is trash because these jobs are deliberately making it hard. They will literally get upset with you for applying for a position that they listed. You'll call like, hey, I applied 2 weeks ago and I'm just calling about the status of my application. And they'll be like, we'll pass it along to a manager and you'll never hear from them again. I took it a step further and I started walking into places because I need a job. And y'all saying y'all are hiring and then nobody's calling. Nobody's checking these resumes. So I'm starting to just walk in, resume in hand. Hi, I put in an application like 2 weeks ago, just looking to talk to a manager. Everybody looks confused. Manager comes out like, oh, actually, we just got done hiring a class. Everybody has the same story. Y'all are deliberately, like, I'm starting to think everything is a conspiracy theory. I'm starting to think like these jobs are in cahoots with the government to not hire people, to not hire anybody, because it's ridiculous how many applications I have put in and actually went into the place and then had interviews and they're like, we love your energy. Oh my God, you would fit right in. Oh my God, you have all this experience. We're going to give you a call back. And then you never hear, man, get out of my face.
We need more, babes. $3,200 before taxes, $3,000, probably $2,998 after taxes is not livable. It's not livable, bro. I'm in Florida where a one-bedroom apartment is $1,900. So you have $1,000 remaining. Let's say you got car insurance, that's $200. Let's say you got light bill, that's $200. Let's say you got water bill, $150. Baby, you got about $600 left, $550 left. You gotta feed yourself. You gotta have, if you have an animal, life insurance monthly like $60 to $100. Like, How are you guys doing right now? Because right now I'm about to crash out. I think my frontal lobe just developed. I just turned 25. But $20 an hour is not enough, babes. We need 50.
Y'all, God is so amazing. Literally. Okay, so I'm in the car with my kids. I'm sorry I'm yelling, but God is amazing. And we're on the way to the doctors or whatever. And the kids are like, Mom, I'm hungry. Like, can we go get some food? And I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, you know, I only got $15. But something tell me, like, check your card. I literally go to check my card, and it is $700 on that card. Remind you, that card don't usually be having no money on it. But the card literally had $700 on it. Y'all can't tell me that God is not good. Y'all cannot tell me that those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. Y'all cannot tell me that God is not a provider. Out of nowhere, I wake up and it's $700 on a card. I only have $15. My God. God is faithful. I am just so excited because God is coming through for me. And he in the neighborhood for y'all. My God, stay faithful. Stay faithful. Stay faithful. Stay faithful.
Going from facing an eviction to now being paid to show up at events in just 1 year is a true testament of the God that I serve. If you are going through anything, I need you to know that there is a season for everything. And the seasons have to come to an end. That dry season, that wilderness season, that grieving season, that tough season that you are in, please know that it will not last forever. It can't last forever. Seasons have to come to an end. And I need you to take it from me. If you would have told Sierra a little over a year ago, while I was in the middle of my living room, hungry, screaming, crying, angry at myself, that this would be my reality a little over a year later, and that the situation would turn around in less than 24 hours, because God sent not one, not two, not three, but nearly 1,000 people to show up for me and my daughter in less than 24 hours, I would have told you to be quiet talking to me. I'm not in the mood to be lied to. I would have told you were lying. My reality today looks almost polar opposite to what it was back when I was facing that eviction, y'all. And I need you to know that those seasons come to an end.
Sometimes you don't even need to be answering the phone. Keep your head on what you're grinding for. And my advice to anybody that's really out here grinding for real, it's okay to not have fun right now. Grind and get the things that you want. No partying, less alcohol, less turning up, less interacting with certain people and certain things. You know, the fun, it can wait. I'm telling you, living witness. I remember one time I wanted a car so bad. One of my first cars, I wanted that car so bad. And I'm a nail girly. You know what? Them nails had to wait. Like, my nails was busted and all, but I bet you I got that car. Do the things, miss out on fun, so you can be happy. And you can say you accomplished something. You can say you did something big for yourself. You stood 10 toes down and did the things that you said you was going to do to be successful. Because you disciplined yourself and you took away from the fun.
I really wish I can say that this year started off exactly the way that I wanted it to. Actually, it's been going the opposite, and I feel the need to talk about this because maybe you are in the same boat. 7 months ago, I made a huge decision to leave my job. A lot of you guys resonated with the video and followed me because of it. I had my original plan for when I left, what I wanted to do. But during this time, God had other plans. He had plans to really work through me in a way that I could never imagine. The job was not the only thing I walked away from or quote unquote lost. I lost so many things and I went through so many unfavorable circumstances during this transition. But the crazy part is I knew that I was where God had led me. I knew without a shadow of a doubt I was where God was leading me, because I knew that I was not in this position
only because of myself. If it was up to my own mind, logically, I would not be there because it just did not make sense. But during this time, I'm not realizing that the Lord is really working through me and working on my heart, working on my mind, working how I see myself, working on the path that He has planned for me. I was holding on to this plan that I originally wanted to achieve. And every time I would work towards that goal, like try to go get this job, go try to do this, I would get a shut door each and every time. Like the door was shut. I would get so close and the door would shut. And it made me wonder. And I was like, God, why is this happening to me? Sometimes when you are meant for more, or you're meant to go through a transitional season where the Lord is trying to place you where you need to be, you're going to go through a whole bunch of stuff where your life feels like everything is going wrong. But it led me to this place of full surrender. I had no choice but to surrender to God, surrender to the woman He's calling me to be, and really uphold myself to this standard that I would have not done had I still been in that job, had I went down the path that I wanted to. The Lord really had to catch me face to face and let me know His plans for me. Now, sometimes we don't want to know the Lord's plans for us. We don't want to pursue what the Lord wants us to pursue. Either it's because of fear. I know that's what it was for me. It's just like this fear, or just like this feeling of inadequacy, knowing that I have the capabilities and God has placed that inside of me, but there's still something holding me back because I'm still stuck in this type of way of thinking and being in this, like I was just stuck in my own way, in my own plan, that the Lord had to sit me down and say, you know, my thoughts are not your thoughts, or are my plans your plans. So if you are in a season where you feel like things have been stripped away and nothing has been working out, just know that the Lord is working on you, and it's because He's trying to get you to go down the path that's meant for you, not the path that you necessarily want. Sometimes the things that we want leads to our destruction. So do not be discouraged. And if you are in the same season, leave a comment below.
You know what blows my mind? The amount of Americans that don't understand what is happening right now with the gas prices, with the war, with several wars that we have going on right now. Because look like we getting involved in Russia and Ukraine, and they getting involved in what we got going on. The food crisis that's coming up ahead of us. Like everything. Like I'm like, y'all don't realize that stores is panicking because we are not coming in to shop. They saying we spending more money. We spending more money on gas and food, stuff that we cannot afford not to pay for. Like, but the amount of Americans that just walk on through their day to day and act like they don't know anything that's going on, and oh, it's not going to affect me, I'm going to be okay. And I'm like, child, it's definitely going to affect you. By the end of midterms, that's when they're going to release hell on us. Soon as he feel like they skated through, and if we don't get enough Democrats in there, baby, they gonna run amok. And I don't think people ready for it. I just pray, and I know we ain't prepared. We are not prepared for the shortages and stuff that's gonna come along. Everybody gonna be running around, hurting each other, stealing, and just a lot of crazy stuff instead of preparing now. Because the person that we have in office, remember, did this in COVID. We wasn't prepared for it, and look what happens. And I'm just like, y'all not gonna try to help yourself?
I genuinely hate to be that person. Like, I hate to be that person to do this. I just got a 3-pack of floss from the grocery store. That's the only thing I purchased. A 3-pack of floss cost me $14.83. $14.83 for a 3-pack of floss. Now, I Googled how much it costs to make 1 pack of floss. They said a standard pack of floss would cost anywhere from 15 cents to 25 cents to manufacture. So you mean to tell me that I got 3 of these? It costs you 75 cents to make this, and you put it in stores for $15. Like, the amount of greed. Capitalism!
The way that you're going to grow, the way that you're going to thrive, the way that you're going to get out of survival mode, the way that you're going to regulate your nervous system is by getting out of your hometown. You got to leave. You got to leave. If you want to build a new life, you got to get out of your hometown. That's all you know. You've been there all your life. That is all you know. You got to get into a new environment, somewhere that's like unfamiliar territory. You got to get uncomfortable. You got to get out of that comfort zone. Your hometown is your comfort zone. Your parents' house is your comfort zone. Your grandma's house is your comfort zone. The people that you went to school with, being surrounded by them, hanging out with them all the time, talking on the phone with them all the time, that's your comfort zone. You have to leave comfort in order to grow, to elevate, to thrive, to have a regulated nervous system, to step into something new, to build a new life, to get out of that old mindset and get into something new. You gotta leave your hometown. Your hometown is full of small-minded people, people who think surface level, people who do not think beyond the surface, people who do not believe in the power of the Holy Spirit, people who do not believe that something else is possible, that they are capable of more. What you think gonna happen to you if you're surrounded by that all the time? What you think gonna happen to you if that's all you see? So leave your hometown. If you being led to leave your hometown, get out. Go. I'm in Atlanta, me and my children, by myself. Yeah, I got some relatives here and there, but do I visit them? No. It's just me and my children. I feel like I'm on foreign territory. I feel like I'm on, I ain't gonna say I feel like, I am on unknown territory. I just saw a squirrel jump from the roof to the tree. I took a leap, just like that squirrel did. I was scared, okay? But I trusted God. Listen to me. If you are being led to leave your hometown, you gotta leave. Leave them people behind. Go create your new life. It's okay. Them people still gonna be there doing the same old thing by the time you get to where you trying to go. I'm telling you. When I went back to my hometown recently to visit my folks, it looked worse than what it did before I left. It looked worse. The people looked worse. The environment, it just looked so ill. No. People still in the same mindset. They still doing the same old thing. Yet, it's a year later, over a year later, I'm doing new things every single day. I've grown so much. Exponentially. Exponential growth, exponential expansion. Like, I've expanded so much since leaving my hometown. Your mind is gonna expand. You're gonna grow in ways that you never thought you could have. I've been in a gym since January. I've never been consistent with anything in my life like that, ever. And it's a lifestyle now. Like, it's just a part of my life now. If I don't go to the gym, I feel ill. I feel not normal. I feel like something is off, because I've made it a lifestyle. I've made it a part of my daily routine. I've made it a habit. But how can you build those new habits when you're surrounded by people and environments and things that don't add to benefit, are not conducive to where you see yourself going? The only way you're going to see yourself going somewhere, or the only way you can get to where you see yourself going, is by stretching. Your capacity has to stretch. In order for you to be able to stretch, you got to get out of that small box that you've been in. You can't stretch in that box. You too big for that now. You too big for that. And it's time for you to go do something bigger. Growth happens in unfamiliar territory. That's how you're going to regulate your nervous system. That's how you're going to become more successful. That's how you're going to grow in areas and ways that you could have never imagined. That's how you're going to thrive. That's how you're going to be at peace. That's how you're going to live life freely. That's how you're going to stop being in hustle and grind mode all the time and be able to rest. It's by getting out of your hometown. That's how. Get out of your comfort zone. Take the leap. Stop being scared. You only got one life. Do what you want to do. I love you.